guys, welcome to DVD Extras. Hope you guys have a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last episode that we just did.
Yeah. If you didn't see last week's DVD Extras, we actually did a live stream.
We also started our DVD Extras a little bit earlier than the last episode. Kind of, if you think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also did a live stream. Hopefully that came out well.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. We haven't actually live streamed yet, but we're going to.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, Chris, we've been at the studio for about 3-ish months.
Yes.
What do you think?
I was going to say, it's only been like 2 hours, G.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we've been living here, haven't left. Everyone just thinks it's a double.
Are we just kicking back now with our legs crossed?
Yeah.
All relaxed on this nice couch that G didn't want to get?
That's not nice. There's a lot of terrible things that have happened on this couch.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I do.
Anyway.
I think I peed on this couch once.
So 3-ish months, yeah. What about it?
So how you feeling about it?
It's pretty good. I think we're starting to like fill it up a little bit. Starting to like find uses for most shit that we have now.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of shit now, which is cool.
You have too much shit.
I wouldn't say too much. We use like 90% of it.
I think we also just do that because it's kind of like, oh man, we need to use this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, we just have like, you know, like our main setup with like an 8-channel mixer or an 8-channel interface, and then like my bass head under it so I can do bass tracks directly into it, our MIDI keyboard. But then we have like a 4-channel that we use like when we don't want to unplug this to move it over there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Everything has its use.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of recording stuff now.
Oh, yeah.
Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we have 4.
5 technically.
Yeah. I'll count 5.
I don't know. It's a lot. But it's
We're
good
trying.
though.
We're
It's yeah, we definitely are trying, people. I think
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing you guys gotta get out of this is that we're trying. And I don't know. I guess kind of going into that subject is we read this thing on Reddit, or I read this thing on Reddit that was talking about someone saying like, don't be like ashamed if you're like not tying yourself by the bootstraps and starting your own business.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with that statement, but then people were just kind of like using it as an excuse to not further themselves and.
Yeah, it was
like,
from what I was reading, it was like a lot of people are just like, this is why I'll never start a business because, you know, it's just not feasible. I'm like, it is feasible. It's actually really easy to start a business.
Barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, it's just what you want to do and how you're going to do it.
And how much effort you want to put into it. Like,
yeah.
I think that was the thing that bugged me the most is that people are like, don't feel too bad, like you're trying your best. And you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right. But
don't use it as an excuse to not do better.
Yeah, just because you don't want to try.
Yeah. Like you can, like people can go to their 9-to-5s or whatever, make like top out 25 an hour and be super happy their entire life. Mm-hmm. And other people just want more. Like you'll work harder once you're your own boss than you ever would for any other boss you ever have.
I think that makes me happier. Like I remember working at the bank. It was just so like I hated waking up, and I still hate waking up. Don't get me wrong, but that's more for just not
because waking up sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
Because sleep is so awesome.
But like over there was like waking up and like dreading to just go to work, and this is just like I don't want to wake up because I'm cozy. Mm-hmm. But I had to wake up because I have to get this, and this done. I don't know. Like I'm certainly not saying that everyone should open their own business because there's some people that shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I think if you have an ambition or if you have a drive to do it, at least work on just doing things that you enjoy doing until you can find a way to make that a living. Mm-hmm. I just don't like the idea of like people using that as an excuse to just be like, oh yeah, like I just like being lazy, so like I'm cool with it. Like that's cool, but don't try to make other people feel bad for just trying it.
Yeah. And I don't know, like another thing too is like you have so many homies that like run like their own stuff. Whether it's like, you know, like a small franchise of like, you know, they bought like into like a makeup company and they're doing like their own franchise selling makeup. You don't necessarily have to buy their product, but promote their product. Like that's how the best way to help your friends is tell other people.
Yeah, that might be a use of that company.
Yeah, you don't need to buy stuff from your friends. And also if you do buy stuff from your friends, don't ask for a fucking discount, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
If you're a good enough friend, they will give you the discount.
That's the thing you guys got to realize is a lot of people, whether they're trying to just do like music or even art, but then also if it's not even that, if it's plumbing or you know, we have a buddy of ours who's starting like a goat like mowing company.
Yeah.
And that's fucking awesome. I think that's great and amazing. It's like but he's trying to make that a living. It's not just like a hobby.
Yeah.
So I think you got to distinguish when people are doing this as a hobby, when people are doing it as a job, and you have to support them one way or another. Mm-hmm. If they're your friends, for that matter.
Yeah, yeah.
And like Chris said, like you don't necessarily have to go to all their shows or make
buy their products.
Or have goats come to your house and mow your yard. Like it's literally just share.
Yeah.
You know,
spread the word. Yeah.
Spread that word, bitches.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but
like what?
Cheeks.
Bro, let's talk about She-Hulk.
All right. So finale happened last week.
Do we want to spoil stuff?
Yeah, man. It's when this comes out, it'll be an entire week since the finale happened.
Oh man, I like the character.
Okay.
I like the character.
Okay.
I think she plays She-Hulk really well.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the ending was so stupid.
So
they try to be edgy and come out out of left field, and they did.
But it wasn't good.
But it was just
poorly executed.
It was like, so what the fuck was the point of this whole thing if you can change the narration throughout the entire script?
Yeah. I don't know. So the second to last episode, I was like, wow, this is really good. This is a great direction this is going in. Mm-hmm. And then the actual finale, they fucking straight up Last Jedi'd that shit.
So bad.
Yeah. Where everything that was set up throughout the entire season didn't even fucking matter. And I'm just like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
It was so stupid. Yeah, that was bad.
And you were super into it the entire season.
I really enjoyed the show. I was it's cool that nothing's happening. Because it's they're just literally just focusing on just her being a lawyer. And that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's they set it up to be something really big, and then it wasn't, and you're just kind of
yeah.
God damn it.
It was so the whole show is kind of meta, but not really too hard. Yeah. And then now it's spoilers, I guess. The whole finale, she literally breaks out of her TV show and sneaks into the real Marvel studio and tries to convince the writers to change the ending or something.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
That was so stupid.
I did like the shade against Kevin Feige, though. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Kevin's just a robot.
Yeah, they tried making fun of the whole thing, which I get, and they just think they didn't execute that well enough.
Yeah, they didn't really execute it well at all. And if it was overly meta the entire season, then I'd be yeah, okay, cool. But it just got way too into itself.
Yeah, I think the MCU's
dead.
It's not dead. It's just evolving to being what the expectation is now of big studios to do.
Sure.
We're gonna dominate on both TV and movie, but now these are just more comic books than they are actual movie series. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. But they're not doing a good job. Their movies haven't been good. Their TV shows haven't been good.
I think it's because they literally put everything out on Endgame, and it's how do you top that? And that's the expectation now.
I don't think so. Well, not my expectation, at least. I just want it to be a good storyline. And it hasn't been a good storyline at all.
Yeah, and I know that none of these all connected whatsoever, but still, it's kind of all right, okay. Yeah, I'm excited for Black Panther just for the reason that I want to see how they mix the cultures and make them do them justice, which I believe in Ryan Coogler.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not too excited.
I think it's this movie is more for not necessarily for the entire ends, but it's this is a culturally driven movie on both ends of it.
You just want to see Black Panther because there's a Mexi in it.
That too, but also it just the fact that they incorporate so much of the African culture and the Wakanda aspect of it is super cool. I like that about it. Mm-hmm. I wish Shang-Chi would have driven that a lot more.
Yeah, I wish Shang-Chi, the movie about a kung fu master, would have had more kung fu in it. That'd have been super sweet.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I'm excited to see
when Iron Fist has better fight scenes than you. Come on, dog.
Damn.
Come on.
Damn.
That was shade. That was straight shade.
That's hard shade too, because Iron Fist fucking sucked.
Yeah, I did.
Even if Luke Cage has better fight scenes than you.
Yeah. That movie or that show wasn't good either.
The first season was pretty good. And then it got really weird after that.
Yeah. I just watched them all in a weird order. So I watched Daredevil, obviously, and then I watched The Punisher, and then I watched an episode of Jessica Jones, and then I watched an episode of Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones was in it, and I'm just wait. Oh yeah, where the fuck are we at?
It was Jessica Jones and Luke Cage is in it, and it totally smashed.
Oh, that's what it was. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
God, that was a good era. That was a good era of random TV.
Yeah, and then I watched an episode of The Defenders
Oh,
like
God,
when that first came out, and I was like,
everything.
I'm so fucking lost on what's going on
Yeah,
because I watched everything in the complete wrong order.
yeah, you did.
Because I think you're supposed to watch like season 1 and 2 of Daredevil.
Jessica Jones season 1.
Yeah, then Jessica Jones, then Luke Cage, then The Punisher, and then The Defenders.
Iron Fist, and then the.
Oh yeah, Iron Fist, and whatever. It was
Punisher
dumb.
was awesome. I hope he comes back.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I only really watched The Punisher because one, I really liked that like 2008 Punisher.
Yeah.
Because I thought that movie was sick. I really enjoy that movie, and it's like one of the first comic book movies that like wasn't overly comic booky.
Yeah.
In that era,
Frank Castle, right?
Yeah, and then it had that fucking wrestler in it who was a giant Russian dude. He was a professional wrestler in the WWF. Yeah, Kevin Nash. That's his name.
Kevin Nash.
He did the power bomb. Yeah, he did the power bomb and all those cool games. Part of the NWO back in the day. Jesus. Anyway, that's enough random information about that.
Where was that in the wrestling subject that we were talking about?
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's why I like that. So then I watched The Punisher. I was like, oh, it's that dude from The Walking Dead. Okay, because he was my favorite character.
Shane?
Yeah, he was my favorite character until he got a little weird.
Until they killed him.
Yeah, he got like super like,
His death was sick though.
It was. But he got like super like creepy and attached to homie's wife. Which I understand, like they had a thing, but then
that was such a good narrative.
Rick wasn't dead, so then it's like, oh well, I have to
that's probably my kid, I don't know.
Yeah, so but anyway.
That was a good narrative. I really enjoyed season 1 of Walking Dead, but
yeah.
No, I think him as Punisher was just awesome. Like he knows how to play an angry man really well.
Yeah, I was like, he's just so good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So alright, should we get going?
I guess we have to.
We don't have to. We can keep on going if you want.
No, because we have to set up for our live stream.
Yeah, that's right.
That you guys watched last week, right?
That's right. Hey, guys, thank you guys again for tuning in. Hope you guys had a good one, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.